My name is Ava, and 3 months ago, I was just a broke waitress who could barely afford instant noodles and second-hand shoes. My entire life felt like it was melting in my hands, falling apart faster than I could catch the pieces. Today, I am the wife of the richest, coldest, most feared billionaire in the city. But please don't get the wrong idea. I didn't marry him because I loved him. I married him because my brother was dying. I married him because life backed me into a corner. I married him because I had no choice. And I had no idea I was stepping into the darkest chapter of my existence. The day everything changed. I remember the day vividly. I was working a double shift at the diner, tired, hungry, and dizzy from stress. I had slept only 2 hours because I spent the night crying in a hospital waiting room. My younger brother Ben was fighting for his life. Kidney failure. Endless bills. No family to help us. I was a 23-year-old drowning in responsibilities I never asked for. Then he walked in. Ryan Hale. The Ryan Hale. The billionaire investor everyone whispered about. The man with the face of a Greek statue and the reputation of a devil. People said he didn't smile. Didn't love. Didn't feel. He entered the diner like a storm in a perfect suit, dark hair slicked back, cold gray eyes scanning everything like he owned the world and was bored of it. I should have kept my head down. I should have walked away. But fate had other plans. When he sat in my section, my hands were trembling so badly I almost spilled hot coffee on him. He didn't get angry. He didn't roll his eyes. He just watched me, really watched me, with a look I couldn't read. Then he said quietly, "You look like you're carrying the world on your shoulders." The words hit me so hard my breath caught. Nobody ever noticed me. Nobody ever cared. "Sit," he said. I tried to refuse. I can't. I'm working. I said sit. His tone wasn't rude, just final. Like he was used to getting what he wanted. I sat. And for the first time in years, someone looked at me and saw more than a tired waitress. He studied my face like he could see every sleepless night, every hidden tear, every silent breakdown. Then he asked the question that changed everything. "How much do you need?" I stared at him, completely confused. "For what?" "Whatever is destroying you." I laughed because what else was I supposed to do? But he didn't laugh. "I'm serious," he said. "Tell me the number." I shook my head. "You don't understand. My brother, he's dying. His kidney is failing. The hospital wants payment tomorrow. I don't have anything. Nothing. I can't fix this." He didn't react. He didn't flinch. He just said calmly, "Then let me fix it." I blinked. "Why?" "We'll call it a business arrangement." My stomach tightened. "What kind of arrangement?" He didn't even hesitate. "A 6-month marriage." My heart almost stopped. "You're joking," I whispered. "I don't joke." He slid a card toward me. $1 million up front. "And I'll cover your brother's entire treatment immediately." I should have run. I should have said no. I should have remembered that nothing comes free in this world, especially from men like him. But what was I supposed to do? Let my brother die? The next day, when the hospital threatened to stop Ben's dialysis, I made the hardest choice of my life. "I accept," I whispered over the phone. And that was the moment my life changed forever. A marriage built on paper. The wedding wasn't romantic. It wasn't a celebration. It was a transaction. A cold office. 2 witnesses. A pen. A contract that felt heavier than a mountain. He didn't smile. He didn't congratulate me. He didn't touch me. He just said, "This is business." Nothing more. For weeks, that's exactly what it felt like. We lived in the same mansion but in separate worlds. Separate rooms. Separate routines. Barely any contact. He was polite, but distant. Present, but unreachable. Alive, but emotionally dead. He set rules. No physical contact. No questions about his past. No appearing in public unless necessary. No expectations. I agreed to everything. But as the days passed, something shifted. The slow breaking of a cold man. It started small. He began asking about my brother's progress. He'd eat his dinner at the same time as mine. He'd stay in the living room when I was there, not talking, just existing closer. Some nights, I'd feel his eyes on me when he thought I wasn't looking. He softened. Just a little. But enough for me to notice. Then came the storm. The night everything changed. Thunder shook the mansion, and memories from my childhood surged back, memories I spent years trying to bury. I hated storms. They made me feel small and unsafe. I tried to hide my trembling, but eventually panic won. And then, my bedroom door burst open. "Ava?" His voice was soft. Concerned. Completely unlike the cold man I married. He walked in slowly, like he was afraid of scaring me. When he saw my shaking hands, something broke in his eyes. Without asking permission, he sat beside me and pulled me into his arms. I froze at first. Then I melted. Completely. He held me through the thunder. He whispered, "You're safe." He stroked my hair like I was something precious. And for the first time, I saw a crack in his armor. A heartbeat in the stone. After that night, we weren't strangers anymore. We became something in between. Not lovers. Not friends. Not business partners. Something fragile. Something dangerous. Something real. The secret that broke me. Just when I started believing in us. Just when I started feeling something I didn't want to feel. I found the letter. It slipped out of a pile of documents on his desk while I was cleaning. A letter from his lawyer. About his ex-fiancée. The one he never told me about. The woman everyone thought he would marry. And the worst part? The letter hinted that marrying me could protect his inheritance from her family. My entire chest went hollow. Was I nothing but a shield? A prop? A legal loophole? When he returned home, I confronted him. Was any of this real? I asked. Any of it? His silence cut deeper than any words. Finally, he said quietly. You weren't supposed to fall for me. I warned you. That sentence shattered me. I locked myself in my room and cried until my body felt empty. I refused meals. I ignored knocks. I stopped sleeping. For 2 days, I drowned in heartbreak. But on the third night, I heard something that made my blood freeze. Crying. Not soft crying. Not silent tears. Broken, painful sobbing. Coming from his office. I shouldn't have gone in. I should have walked away. But I didn't. I opened the door and saw him sitting on the floor, head in his hands, shoulders shaking. The man the world feared was completely destroyed. And then I heard him whisper a name. Sarah. My breath caught. He looked up at me with red eyes, guilt and grief pulling at every part of his face. Ava. I never lied to hurt you, he said. I just didn't know how to explain. I stepped closer, heart pounding. He swallowed hard. Sarah was my fiancée. My chest tightened. We were together for years. I loved her more than anything. I planned to marry her on her birthday. His voice broke. She died in my arms the night I proposed. Tears streamed down my face. Suddenly everything made sense. His walls. His coldness. His rules. His fear of love. He wasn't using me. He was protecting himself. I thought if I kept everything business, he whispered, I wouldn't feel again. Feeling means losing. Losing means pain. And I couldn't survive that pain a second time. I knelt in front of him. And what changed? I whispered. You, he breathed. You walked into my life and made everything hurt and heal at the same time. I didn't marry you for the inheritance. I married you because you made me feel alive again. My heart cracked open. I am in love with you, he said. And it terrifies me. And just like that, every broken piece between us began to heal. Real love, real marriage. After that night, we rebuilt ourselves, slowly, tenderly, clumsily. We ate breakfast together every morning. We talked late into the night. We shared secrets, mine, painful, his, heartbreaking. He kissed me for the first time under the kitchen lights. I kissed him back like I'd been waiting for it my entire life. Days turned into weeks. I didn't care about the mansion or the money. I cared about the man who held me during storms. The man who whispered my name like a prayer. The man who cried for a love he lost and feared losing again. And when our 6-month contract ended, he called me to his office. My stomach twisted. Maybe he wanted a divorce. Maybe everything was ending. He handed me an envelope. My hand shook as I opened it. But it wasn't divorce papers. It was a real marriage certificate, with our names written beautifully across the top. I gasped softly. He stepped closer, voice shaking slightly. Marry me for real, he said. Not because of a contract. Not because you need money. But because I can't breathe without you. Tears blurred my vision instantly. Yes, I whispered. 1,000 times, yes. He pulled me into his arms and kissed me like I was the first and last love of his life. Today, I am no longer the scared waitress who signed a contract to save her brother. I am the woman he chose. The woman he confided in. The woman he cried for. The woman he loves. I became a billionaire's wife overnight. But I never expected to discover his darkest secrets. Or that he would reveal the deepest part of his heart to me. Or that I would fall in love with him. Completely. Irrevocably. Forever.